My real passion's in sport, really any sort of Australian sport. So your crickets, rugby league, rugby union, got that sort of patriotism to really get behind the country. I'm the NRL referee sports scientist and also double up as assistant strength and conditioning coach. You're really looking at the cutting edge research that's out there to help get the most out of your referees. So whether that's preventing injury or maximising performance, and often it's a juggle between the two. It's definitely not your typical 9 to 5 job. If you're after that sort of thing, stay away from sports science. Hours are very early in the morning and then often very late at night and weekends. Today we were looking at speed development. We really wanted to focus on the mechanics of running. So I was actually videoing the guys to give them some feedback on their particular running styles and how we can just make little improvements here and there that may help stem off injury in the long term. 10 seconds from now, good mate, hold it, hold. We look at differences in force output between the guys' limbs. And if there's about a 10% difference, that's a highlight for injury risk. We do a lot of decision making under fatigue exercises to train their decision making and their cognitive function. The app will actually work by initially showing 3 different shapes. The guys will have to track those shapes that will move around the screen, but before they move, a lot of other shapes will come to try and confuse them and get in the way, which is applicable to our guys, particularly with decoys and obstruction runs in rugby league. To be a sports scientist, you've got to be very outgoing. Obviously, you've got to be into the health and fitness industry. You've also got to have a sound knowledge in physiology, anatomy. You've got to really like the sciences. Communication is fundamental to what I do every day. I may be able to talk in a very sort of medical nomenclature with the physio. Then on the other side, the coaches don't want to hear all that specific scientific talk. The real art of it is conveying that and your results to the coaches. There's a lot of analytics. Even now, I'm still brushing up on some maths, particularly statistics. Coming out of school, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I travelled overseas for a couple of years, came back. I worked in an abattoir and I worked as a security guard, and pretty soon found out that I needed a bit more out of life. Went to a University of Newcastle Open Day, and that's where I saw a flyer for sports science. I always loved sport and I always loved science as well, so it's a natural fit. Once you're finished with just a straight bachelor's degree of exercise science, there's so many avenues you can take, whether it is sporting teams, you can even go into sports administration and sports business. It really is the ultimate job for a sports lover. Every day is different, and I mean, look at my office. So I get to come here every day and do really what I love and get paid for it.